Hi again, I'm Dalong, and together with you I have traveled to some of China's most amazing places. And we've traveled to most of its most famous spots. And you know what I've learned? I've learned that it's often the less well-known scenic spots in China that end up being the most beautiful. Case in point, the picture-perfect Anhui Tianju Mountain. Tianju Mountain breaks the clouds in northeastern China's Anhui province. Driving there is surprisingly easy. Passing through 5 scenic cities, the Hurong Expressway creates an almost direct connection with Tianju Mountain and Shanghai. Did you know that China has the second most extensive highway system in all the world, which makes for some pretty fun and pretty long drives? But no matter how long your drives are, there are a couple of things that you should not ever do behind the wheel, no matter how tempting it seems. For example, you should never ever pick up your mobile phone. If you end up picking your mobile phone up, you are doing one of the most dangerous things you could possibly do behind the wheel. It's said that 25% of behind-the-wheel distraction accidents occur because people are doing too much of this and not enough of this. Another thing you should never do while driving, if you're a smoker, is light up, because lighting up is actually the cause for 2% of all distraction accidents behind the wheel. Keep 2 hands firmly planted on the wheel, both eyes on the road, and it will make for some fun, long, exciting drives right here in the Middle Kingdom. The drive takes a grand total of 7 hours, over 600 kilometers, and I ran into a little bit of drizzle along the way, which cooled things off rather nicely. When trying to explain Chinese culture and history to me, some of my Chinese friends tell me, Andrew, Chinese culture is very sheng-a, which means very, very deep, difficult to understand. Well, in a way, driving is too, because some things that you think make sense actually have a little bit of a mystery behind them. For example, do you think it's more dangerous to drive when the rain is heavy or when you're experiencing a light drizzle? The truth is, it's more dangerous to drive in a light drizzle. There is a slick of oil that's always on the road because cars are driving back and forth and leaving oil on the ground. When it first begins to rain, that oil percolates to the surface because it's separating from the water. When that happens, the road is almost as slick as when it is iced. It's an extremely dangerous time to drive. So when you first see that rain is beginning to fall, make sure that when you brake, when you apply brake pressure, you do so very evenly and slowly, and you don't make any jerky movements with the steering wheel, because you may find yourself in a rain-slicked surprise. That's very important, and another getaway driving tip. Join me, Dalong, on a 700-kilometer scenic drive from Shanghai to the towering peaks and climbing feats, along with one very mysterious valley on my Anhui Tianju Mountain getaway. I cannot tell a lie. The journey was long and taxing, but my first breath of that mountain air, and I knew that the trip was worth it. The final leg of that trip was a 20-kilometer mountain road full of twists and turns from Qianshan County to Tianju Mountain. When I got to the hotel last night, I found a picture book that illustrates Tianjushan. So my first day, I'm going to find out if what I saw in that picture book is real or not. I drove 22 kilometers, and I am now here at the base of Tianju Mountain, Anhui Province. And I'm driving up a mountain, so I better keep both hands on the steering wheel. Visitors who want to touch the jewel in the crown of Tianju Mountain have 2 choices. They can travel either the west or the east line. The east line is arduous and tricky, a challenge for even high adventure lovers like myself. The west line is a bit more leisurely. I decided to pace myself and make a go of the easier west line first. Now, Tianjushan may not be one of the better known tourist spots in China, but it may very well be one of the most beautiful. I'm here at the foot of the mountain. I'm going to take a 2,000-meter cable car ride to nearly the top, which is 1,100 meters in height. I then am going to climb about another 500 meters to the very top of one of the most beautiful places in all of Anhui province. So now it's time to catch my car. In Mandarin, Tian means sky, and Ju means tall column. Fitting because Tianju Mountain's highest peak forms an obelisk towering 1,500 meters in the air. You know what's incredible? Most people, when they think about beautiful mountains in Anhui province, they probably think of Jiuhuashan or Huangshan. Truthfully, this mountain, Tianjushan, is perhaps the most important. Why? Because originally it was named Wanshan, which is actually the same name as the abbreviated version of Anhui province. So historians tell me that Anhui province was actually first named after this mountain. And I can see why. It is unique. Wangong, Dalong, together on Getaway.